Hello, 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 hello. Hey, y'all. Happy holidays. I hope y'all had a good Christmas. Is my mic working? Is it working? Is it working? Is it working? I think it's working. Hello, everybody. Thank y'all so much for popping in up over here to join the live, to catch the vibe. Child, today is Saturday. I'm going to say Miss Maria might be a church child, but today is Saturday. Um, Hey, Miss Denise, girl, I see you. Hey, girl, hey. To my amazing moms, Miss Sexy Diva, the baby of the bunch, Miss Maria, Miss Denise, Miss Carla, Miss My Thoughts. Welcome, y'all. Miss Anya, you ain't never answered my question. How you doing? She says, hello, everyone. Driving, running my mom's errands, child. The day seemed like Friday, child. I'm so gone. I can't, call me, can't get right. But happy Christmas, holidays, belated and all that, toot toot and all that kind of stuff, child. I hope y'all had a good Christmas, got y'all some rest, ate good, all that good food. What y'all will cook? Everything. I hope y'all did, child, this year is almost over with, y'all. Mm, it is almost over. We're about to be into 2026. And I just hope and pray to God that all of us makes it to see 2026. Child, I tell y'all the truth. But yeah, y'all come on in. Please hit that good like, share, and subscribe button for your girl. Make sure your notification bells is turned on so you know each and every time that I go live. Make sure that you share the video, especially this one. Share the video, y'all. Share. If you see the hype button, hit that hype button. Put me up in the algorithm, all that amazing stuff, y'all. Hit the button, y'all. Hit the button. And subscribe. Tell the people to subscribe to the channel. Last year around this time, I was at 2,000 subscribers. I had worked my whole tune off to get to 2,000 subscribers, y'all. I worked hard, y'all. I really did. But anyway, y'all had a good Christmas. What y'all doing today? What are y'all doing? Child, God is so good. God is so good, child. Y'all get everything y'all wanted for Christmas. Mm-hmm. Y'all getting ready for the black eyed peas and who do black eyed peas and hog heads and all that kind of stuff they do for the new year and stuff, child. I used to like it whenever they cook the hog head. I like the skin on it, but I couldn't eat all that other stuff, child. I love black eyed peas. Yes, I can eat me some black eyed peas and some good old rice any old time, any old time. But yes, Miss Faith says, good evening, everyone. Merry belated Christmas. I pray everyone had a blessed one. Same to you, Miss Faith. Thank you so much. Miss Sexy Diva up in here. Miss Deborah says, hello, G Mods in chat. Hello. Miss Sunny says, hello, everyone. Driving, running my mom's errands, and Miss Denise is here. Thank y'all so much for that. Well, I'm glad y'all got y'all little notifications because I've been messing up there on the YouTube, but there's some more things that I changed my name. It is now Chatted Up with G. I might let it stay. I can't change. I got 14 days to think about it. There's some little things I want to change about that, but kick out the old and bring in the new. 2026 is coming. Hey, my thoughts. She says, good afternoon, my favorite YouTube chat family. G, I like your new handle. G Strict. Girl, you better come on through here. Where do you see to you? Girl, 2026 is coming in, child. It is coming in. Hi, Miss Taiwan. She says, hello, everyone. Happy holidays. Yes, so I've told y'all I've been out there making little twinkles and all that kind of stuff, child. But yes, chat it up with G. Kick out the squad. Here I go. Here I go, child. So yeah, so y'all make sure y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Share, and subscribe, people. Yes, ma'am, child. But I was trying to get back to my 2,000 before the end of the year, but you know, it's okay if I don't. I keep on working, keep on working. But I hope y'all read my thumbnail. I hope everybody got a chance to read my thumbnail. Miss Faith says hello, Denise and Maria. Yes, I hope y'all got a chance to read my thumbnail. Yes, child, we got to chat it up just a little bit about those good people's child. For the people I know, before Christmas, some people was asking about hotcakes, y'all. Hotcakes is still out here on the YouTube the street cheering. I said, wait, what? Child, I seen him the other day, child. He was up there talking that mad ish again. I said, that boy right there, he be doing the most stuff. I don't understand, y'all. I don't understand how he be doing it for the life of me, child. But I ain't stay over there that long, child. The way he's talking, he is not going to be going anywhere. I said, well, okay then. I see y'all coming on in. I see y'all coming in. Shout out to the 26 people up in this piece. Y'all come on up in here. I don't want no flying monkeys. I don't need no flying monkeys and none of that right there. I don't want that. Please don't come over here with that bullshit today because, it's not going to be a good day. Mr. Nisa's hotcakes will never learn. It don't look like hotcakes going to learn, child. I don't know who he know on the YouTube streets, child. I don't get that part, but yeah, Hotcakes still out here, y'all. He is out here on the YouTube streets. He was, shouting out his channels and all that kind of stuff where he was going and going to be. I couldn't take it. I just really could not. Like I said, it was just a little something that ran across my news feed or whatever, and I was like, okay then. Um, my thought says, I told y'all Hotcakes was a big lie. Took them people cash and never was in danger of being off YouTube. He's still talking about the show. I told y'all he was. He's still out here, y'all. He is still out here. Give me 1 second. Mm. Child, he said, y'all ain't about to run him off. Mm-mm. He said, he ain't going nowhere till him's is good and ready, child. I said, okay, okay. I can't argue with that dude, child. Mm-mm. But yeah, he's still out here, y'all. He is still here. Um, oh, thank you, Miss Sonya. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Because sometimes during the weekdays, everybody be working different times and stuff. It's just, I don't expect no more drama. um, but anywho, you never know, child. Miss Taiwan says, I knew he wasn't going anywhere when he told that lie like he was, child. That's what he said. He had the sympathy, the pity party, and all of that stuff going on for the folk over there. They believed it too. My thought said that thing acting like he be out the country on vacation and he be at the local Motel 6. Well, not the local Motel 6. Child, I cannot, child. I cannot, child. I don't know what he be doing, but he sure do. He be doing all of that stuff, y'all. He be on vacation and he be living his best life and whoop and he pop back up here and them people be popping out them cash apps and stuff. He don't get many what is it? Uh hey, y'all know what I'm talking about. Members and all that other stuff. He don't really get a lot of that, but he cried. I guess, child. I don't know, but God bless him on his journey, whatever his journey is. I just hope he leave the good people alone, and stay over there wherever he's at, child, and do whatever he's gonna do, and be content with that. And Mr. Lee said the dumb ones are the people who donates to him. It looks that way. It looks that way. I don't know if y'all synced Tunacat and Marsau child posting out there about bedrocks child. To me, y'all, it's on Facebook. I seen this picture what it looked like. They had a thing that they're talking about Scots. That look like a sign that anybody can pluck and post anywhere. I was like, I don't know about that house, child. It looked like a hot mess to me, child. I still don't believe it. Where them people gonna get that money from? Maybe I need to mind my business, child, but I don't know. But I can talk about it because they public figures, child. So I was just wondering, child. All I saw was some cutout windows and holes and gashes and this and that. And child, I cannot with that girl. Phew, child, I hope that show is gone. I really do. Uh, uh I miss my thoughts. So you got that right. Child, I cannot. I cannot. Um, I don't believe that either, Miss Taiwan. I don't believe that's their house. Their house. I'm telling y'all, it's on Facebook. She always posting up there on Facebook for the people that don't probably see on YouTube, but she be over there on Facebook, and that's what it looked like. Somebody just took a sign and put Scott's. The children are so computer savvy in this day and time, so you just never know. Uh, my thoughts are, CK got them fools tied up. Maybe we can talk about it in another live. Yes, child. Yes, we can. Child, I tell y'all, whew, Facebook has been blowing the blank up. I was like, what is really going on with that, child? Facebook is hotter than fish grease, y'all. But I'm gonna get on over there on Facebook in a good minute, child. So y'all see the thumbnail. Shout out, shout out. It's your anniversary. Anniversary. Shout out to that amazing subscriber, V Jackson. You might be in the bushes, baby. I don't know where you at, but shout out. It's around this time last year when you needed all that chaos to break loose. I'm just sitting around waiting when you gonna go over there and tell that lady you lied. I'm trying to figure out when you gonna tell that lady you lied. You lied. You jeopardized that lady's health and my health. What if we would have relapsed and ended up unalive? We both were really fighting for our life around this time, and you sacrificed your needs because you need it, and you have to fit in. You need to be validated. You sacrifice all of that. You even sacrificed that lady's channel. But see, I can't figure out why you sacrificed that lady's channel like that. Because I was trying to help the lady with her channel, begging people to subscribe and replay the videos and all that stuff, trying to help that lady. And you jeopardized all that lady stuff when you had your own channel. See how selfish you is? Broke all kinds of YouTube guidelines and rules and stuff. Baby, did y'all read that stuff? Child, I said selfish and evil. You falls in the category that I have on my screen. My thumbnail, Carlos and Harley, because you evil. The blood that runs through your veins is so evil. Why you so evil like that? I ain't never bothered nobody. Why'd you come over here messing with me and telling them lies on me like that for? Why out of all these people on this YouTube, you chose me? Girl, I'm crazy. You chose me. But see, you caught me when I was down. A vulnerable moment. Girl, I didn't know if I was going to live or not live, child. Girl, when I was invited over there to their channel, because I was invited, child. They were going on, child. I didn't know what was going on. But I was invited. Child, when I went over there, they didn't stay long, child. I couldn't ask no questions, nothing, child. When I called out V Jackson name, she got, and she fell down, child. I said, man, down. But child, before she did that, child, when I got over there, I thought I was at First Baptist Church. I heard, yes, Lord, yes, yes, yes. Yeah. I said, what the hell? Am I at First Baptist? What is going on? V, this is what I gotta tell you. Until you bring your body back out here and you tell that lady, I don't care how you do it, but you tell that lady that you lied and you made all that stuff up because you were sat on my panel and you were jealous. You was reaching out to people in the background, telling lies. Tell that lady you sorry. Apologize to that lady. You jeopardized that lady's stuff. She was working hard for her channel too. Shame on you. You got your own channel. Why don't you go over there on your own channel? Stop messing with people. You do stuff and you don't even care about people. Cold-blooded. Carlos or Holly. Cold-blooded. And then I watched you and I was informed. After you did all of that on that Saturday, the demon was still inside of you. You woke up on that Sunday morning that God woke you up, and anybody that would pay attention to you, you were sliding on them people's lives talking about something. I didn't want to know if you heard what had happened. Huh? You created that bullshit. I said, "Would you look at this demon? That snake was sliding through the YouTube." I said, "What the hell is really going on, girl? What's wrong with you?" Whew. You know, we're about to go into 2026. I don't know what happened to you in your lifetime, honey. I don't know. Don't care. But you need to stop this mess. I got you up here because it is my job. Just like with Carlos and Holly. If people don't call y'all out on y'all bullshiggity and put a stop to y'all, you're going to continue to strike again because y'all don't care about people. You will do it again. But I got you up here because I want people to know who you are. Please don't change your picture and all of that stuff. Don't do that. But yeah, I want people to be aware of you. Um, you came for Miss Denise. You called me and you came for her. That lady ain't bother you. But you wanted her off my live. You didn't like her up there. You came for her. I didn't fall for it. So then you came for me, girl. How you get? Girl, you got everybody on YouTube. Yes, 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 yes. But just as soon as I popped over there, because I was invited, and I said, V. Jackson, you created this book. Yeah, 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 yeah. Y'all know I ain't lying. You fell right on down. And then you thought I was gone, but I was standing over there in the bushes. As soon as I fell down, you fell back up there again. And I said, yes, 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 yes. Girl, what the hell? But I got to tell you this. Until you do right by these people on YouTube, until you stop messing with people, playing with people's health, emotions, and everything else, nothing you do is going to work. Know that. God has given me so many pieces since you created all of this stuff. I just be like in shock. I share with some people, but I literally be in shock. Shame on you. But I get it. You was like, you kept creating chaos, changing, my topics and making all that noise, playing other people's videos on my live. You was doing the most, but you already knew and you felt it that she gonna get rid of my black. You felt that. But you said, because you always would tell me, I ain't coming out today, G. I ain't coming out that day, G. Soon as the other ladies would come up there, we get to laughing and having fun. Look down there, you talking about some drugs. I said, I thought you won't come. Y'all having too much fun. I can't let y'all have all the fun. Jealousy. You got to change your ways, girl. You getting too old for this mess, child. What is wrong with you? I don't need nobody to validate me. I'm sure within myself. Stop being like that. Take some time out to yourself. Go find yourself. And then the people telling me you at the time, I just want to make sure we got a good, strong sisterhood. Girl, you don't look up the definition of a sisterhood, baby. A sisterhood don't try to tear nobody down and try to take their channel and do all that lying and stuff that you did. But people work hard for this YouTube mess. It's not easy. But you evil. Holly and Carlos, child. Just mean and evil. I can only pray that God touch your heart and make you tell that lady the truth. How you lied and you needed the attention because you didn't like everybody speaking to me or whatever. I don't know what your problem was. But I know you sat on my panel and you plotted and you planned. And I think every time somebody would say, hey, G, it made you that much matter. Mm. You know, you probably think nobody knows you. You probably think people weren't sending me stuff. Still today, send me stuff about you. So I say to you, you be careful out there on these YouTube streets now. Please be careful on the YouTube street. I wouldn't want to work with nobody like you, let alone go to school with you. You didn't just get like this in your. What? How old are you? 69. You look it anyway. You just didn't get like this. You just didn't wake up and say, I'm gonna be like this. No, 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 no. You've been like this. You evil. You did not like all of us getting along. You were jealous. You didn't like us laughing, just having fun. You sat up there on my panel, you created chaos every chance you got. I was trying to talk to you in the background. I'd be like, why you keep doing that? Stop playing other people's video on my live. Girl, I was small YouTuber, still small. Trying to grow my channel, just enjoying the people. That's all I got up there to do. I don't bother people. Never have. I respond. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I got my strength. You caught me when I was down, girl. You caught me when I was down. The doctors got me on this medication. They've been fighting. Girl been fighting for her life, trying to come back through. They trying to get me this medication. See what's gonna work with my girl. You caught me when I was down for the count. I ain't thinking about no bullshit that you Carlos and Harley, girl. You caught me off guard. You really did. You caught me off guard. You said, let me strike. Cause these people on this YouTube street is looking at you, they talking about you. You need to stop. Go repent. Ask God to forgive you, girl. Oh my God. You just y'all, I try not to say this, but maybe I shouldn't say that word H. I'm not gonna say I despise, but if I be honest, I hate for somebody to lie on me. I hate it. Especially when I ain't did nothing to you. Small little two. Girl, if I'd have had about 30,000 subscribers, you would have really blanked that. Girl, somebody had to go see you in the padded room. Somebody would have had to go see you in the padded room today. They would have had to go see you. But that's a shame that your spirit is like that. I could never. And if I would have known your spirit was like that, ain't no way in the holy hell you would have been up there on my panel. But I was seeing you. I didn't want to. I didn't want to believe that you could be like that. But God was letting me see you. Lesson learned. I synced you. It was a lesson learned, but that's okay. It's okay. It's all good. Shout out to the people on the YouTube streets. Y'all beware of this subscriber. She's about chaos. She's evil. She don't like to see people getting along. None of the above. Y'all be careful out there. And that lady, I ain't even child, I don't even hold grudges. She was fed some bogus bullshit, shiggity, and that's okay. But shame on you. Shame on you. You better get it right because God is watching you. He's watching you. Ain't nothing gonna work out, baby. You're going to have to fix it. hmm Anyway, enough of that. I have warned the people on YouTube. Y'all, I didn't know that lady. I didn't ask that lady to come to my live. I didn't ask that lady to get on my panel. I didn't ask that lady to be jealous and envy and all of that. I didn't, but she was. So y'all just be aware of that lady, child. Just be aware. Watch your surroundings. I just don't pay attention to that. People from my hometown to tell you, I just laugh all the time. I just love to laugh and have fun. But all that other stuff and that crazy stuff and hurting people stuff, shit, I wasn't raised like that. So who raised you? I don't know. But anywho, child, prayers up for you, honey. God bless you on your journey. Hi, Mr.
Hey girl, hey. Can you hear me?
Hi.
Can
Yes,
you hear
how
me?
was your Christmas?
I spent Christmas in bed, watching me some What Do the Lonely Do at Christmas and this Christmas, baby. I was at peace. I was
Know
at
what
peace.
the lonely do?
Girl, that's my season song, baby. That's my season. It's the season to be Let me stop.
That
But
girl
yeah.
said, what do the lonely do at Christmas? I cannot.
I tell you what they do. They sit and mind their business. That's what we did. Sure
Yes,
did.
it
But I
may.
had to come in and comment on something to clear up something. That lady, it was an incident when I had called y'all and I was crying and I came on the live and I was crying because I had just got into it with my ex-husband. And then I was got into it with them because they was trying to take my grandbabies and I've already, been always watching over them. And I was telling her I was the one trying to feed them, get them food, get us something to eat and this and that because I didn't have it either. I didn't ask nobody for any money. I didn't ask nobody to do nothing. And This lady, uh, V Jackson,
Called G.
yeah,
Called G.
V Jackson, got up there on phone platform, and she got up because Debbie had came out. Debbie did this on her own. Called me on the phone and said, "Here, I got $20 for you. You go to Dollar General, whatever, get the kids something, something, something." I said, "Okay." I said, "But I'm not asking you for this." She say, and I said, "Well, then I give it back." She said, "No, you don't have to give me back nothing. You just do better, blah, blah, blah." I said, "Okay, fine. Keep in mind, y'all, no, I wasn't working. Yes, I was bedridden at the time. Couldn't get around dealing with, my breast cancer, still dealing with cancer. And when this lady did this, and the only way we can get the money was through Zelle. And when I showed, because at first it wasn't taking it and it had to do the number, whatever, and I showed her, I screenshot it, I showed her everything. This damn woman, V Jackson, got on that dang live, told people, got in the chat, said that I went back and I was ungrateful. I didn't thank nobody. People in the chat was sending me
Mm-hmm.
Cash App, sending me, I didn't have Cash App. So how y'all sent me
Mm-hmm.
anything for Cash App? Somebody had, I remember reading somebody in the thing wanted to know where I located. They could have sent the groceries there from Walmart. And that would have been accepted. I wouldn't have mind. And I would,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, anybody who's blessed me, I bless you back, but I didn't ask for it. I was just literally venting and crying because God provided. But this woman went as far as discredit me, said that I
Called
took
you
money
a
from
bitch.
that, yeah, called me a bitch, called me this and that,
Mm-hmm.
but all of this stuff. But I was like, but I'm all of this. But when I was ready to roll up on you, because my people is where you at. And when I was ready to meet you where you was at, so I can let you be where you was gonna be at, seeing Jesus for you for all eternity. When I was getting ready to do that for you, you was nowhere to be found.
And she's
You was
not
you
worth
was
that, Miss Denise.
exactly.
I hate to
Yeah,
cut you off, but
I'm sorry, but I mean, I'm saying that's how I felt at the time, and then I had to
mm-hmm.
come back because I'm like, you got in Cheryl's Harwood's head, you got in LaDon's and them head, you got to get in
Mm-hmm.
everybody, and I haven't done anything to these ladies. Didn't
Mm-hmm.
ask them ladies nothing. It was just I noticed when I kept getting back on the panel, I noticed the
Mm-hmm.
shift. I noticed the secret, and then she always make it known that she's calling these people behind the scene. So I noticed
Mm-hmm.
the shift. I'm like, what did I do to any one of y'all? Because here's how I
Mm-hmm.
operate. If you don't talk to me, you don't say nothing to me, stay away from me.
Mm-hmm.
But what y'all need to
Mm-hmm.
stop doing is jumping from panel to panel and lying and say, we're sisterhood and we're sisters. And
Mm-hmm.
we look, because let me show you what a real sisterhood is. I'm gonna show you what a real sisterhood is. Let I didn't let G know that. Who? No, no. I didn't let G know that hey, this lady was doing all of this mess behind her back to me. I kept it quiet. I just sent her a text and I called her on the phone. I said, I'm gonna step back. I said, because I don't like being disrespected. Because she was disrespecting me from the chat. She was
Mm-hmm.
disrespecting me when I was on the panel. She would out
Mm-hmm.
talk me. She would do a whole lot of stuff. And Cheryl then was right along with her. When I called
Mm-hmm.
Cheryl Howard behind the scenes to crying to her about what's the problem, what happened, what's going on, she was like, "Oh, well, let me call you back." Next thing I know, Cheryl blocked me. I said, "Oh wow, I did you nothing. I didn't even
Mm-hmm.
bother you. I thought we was cool because we all was the dynamic team. We would had the stuff going. Everybody about variety until V Jackson stepped up on that panel. She came
Mm-hmm.
out of the bushes and she's targeted me first. Got me to no longer come through. I wouldn't even look watch the channel. I watched maybe a part of it and then I walked out, but I told you I still support you and I did. Hit the like button and
Mm-hmm.
I moved on and I shared it. And I went on. It was more than every time I turned around, you was behind the scene. She had Pinky. I'm sorry to say their names, but I'm sorry, but you even had got in that lady ear, and that lady didn't even know me. You know, BT got in her ear. You didn't even know me. But I would come to y'all channels and sit on the panels and speak, and I'll say a little word, and then I go on by my ain't ask y'all for nothing. If I tell you my story, it's to tell you my story to help the next person, not for y'all to judge me, not for y'all to say, hey, I'm going to give you this. I didn't ask for anything. But yet somebody else who brought everybody away from here, you talked all that trash, but you open up your channel and it was, oh, they used my name and they did this. And guess what? They cashed out that lady so much money to the Cash App crash.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had another content creator. Well, y'all send it to me and I'll make sure she got it. Ain't that the same thing y'all just accused Jeep for?
Mm.
Look
I
at the
don't know what that
cost of the
lady
pedal.
problem was. She was just evil. She would call me calling Denise bitches and whores and Denise wanted to talk to the lady. And that's what you're supposed to do. You pick the phone up and you call the person and say, "Hey, what's your problem? Did I do something to you? Did I hurt your feelings or something?" But when Denise wanted to do that, that lady was like, "Fuck that bitch! I ain't want to talk to that bitch. I ain't want to talk to that." Just evil, pouring from the
Evil,
soul
evil.
out. And I told her, just leave it alone, let it go. But because I didn't fall for the okey doke with you, and I didn't turn against you, that pissed her off. So she had to come at me. And
Right.
so shout out to you. It's your anniversary for creating this live. But like I said, do be aware that the people on YouTube is still talking about you. They are aware of who you are. They saw how you created all that chaos. It was you. It was you. And you didn't care about nobody but yourself.
And
You
and
needed
and
all of the attention on
for
you.
yourself. And then another thing she did, but I'm not gonna call this content creator out. I'm not gonna say the name, but you know. Uh After the mess transpired for the conference meeting that they had a whole seminar on you for 6 to 7, 8 hours. So it went from conference call to a whole seminar. So they had a whole seminar about her. So for that morning, I was on another content creator page because they do they thing in the mornings. She jumped on there and it was a whole bunch. So the lady said, I seen it. But what I don't want to do is I'm not bringing it here. But she said, because here's the problem that I lies for both parties. She said, all of y'all sit over there and I ain't see nobody in the middle of those lives and say, well, this is what we're going to do to fix the problem. But y'all she said, had a whole session for 6 hours straight
Mm-hmm.
talking negative and wasn't nothing positive. She said, and I don't want it over here. And I promise y'all, that lady, V Jackson, ain't go back to that lady page no more after that because that lady didn't entertain her.
She didn't entertain it. She did not entertain it. But hopefully that God has reached out to these people and touched their hearts. Like He's been giving me pieces of the puzzle. And I tell y'all, God wakes me up at like 4 in the morning. Pertaining to this whole situation, He was waking me up in the morning. I knew when something was about to pop off, even after it had popped off. I kept putting pieces to the puzzle because He was just waking me up in the wee hours of the morning. I'm like, what in the world? Girl, there's something wrong with you. I don't know where you came from. I don't know why you came for me. Out of all the people on YouTube, you came for me. Just hit 2,000 subscribers. But I'm gonna go ahead on and make you happy. You did affect my monetization, my me being monetized and all of that. You affected that. So shout out to you. Where my thing at? And make sure you get your props because that's what you like. That was affected.
Mm-hmm.
I lost a lot of subscribers. That was affected.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's all the things that you wanted to do. So you conquered that. But let me tell you what you thought you was doing to me. You ain't seen nothing like yet. Trust and believe that. Cause see, I know somebody that sits high and look low. It ain't over. You're gonna learn to leave people alone. Stop messing with people. Go over there to your own channel.
And
Criminal.
in my case, situation like that, after they did all of that, I don't go to these content creators page. I left the sector. I mind my business. But if I catch you up on I said what I said, and I get pulled up, you ain't gonna like me to hit that segment over there because I'm gonna light you up, all of
I
you,
was bullied. I was doxxed. I was harassed. All of it.
all of that.
All YouTube the guidelines have been tore. All the you, you play with that lady's channel, child. You play with that lady's channel. I was working hard to help that lady. You play with that lady's channel. Shame on you. Yeah, look. Not only was she trying to take me down, she was trying to destroy that lady at the same. She was killing two birds at one stone. It's against YouTube, yo. Can't be doing all that kind of stuff. Bullying people. Girl. Woo, child. But you know what? It is
We
what it
just gonna
is.
we're just gonna bless all of them on their journey. And then
Yeah.
it's so cold because everybody who left, majority of them is still trying to get up on your page under fake names.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Why?
when they can't get in, they go to another channel and they and y'all they let y'all know, just like in a certain dealing with a certain show, y'all miserable. Y'all, we can
Mm-hmm.
tell who have a
Mm-hmm.
life and who don't. Y'all supposed to have all of this, but this is what y'all do. That's why I said I'm in a whole nother case, a whole nother sector, working on trying to help others. that's
Mhm.
somewhere in a situation. Nobody have time for cackling and want to stir drama. Try to tell people down
Mhm.
the channel. When I say I'm your friend, I'm your friend. I don't have to see you to be trustworthy of a human and have a compassion. I'm not gonna down you. I'm not gonna do that. But when you come for me, you good as ignored.
Mhm. Don't send your flying monkeys. You know, she's a female narcissist, y'all, and she do have flying monkeys. Please do not send your flying monkeys up over here because they will be blocked. They already been blocked. And you know, don't be creating pages. You know, y'all don't like this big lip girl G. Big lip girl G. I said it, my lips are big. Y'all don't like me. Stop coming over here with them fake pages, fake names, using your husband's accounts and all that bullshit. Just go on and free yourself. Free yourself. But I had to acknowledge her today because it is her anniversary. She had it all last year around this time. So, you know, it's not the actual date, but it's around that time. So I just wanted to, you know, acknowledge her on her anniversary for pulling off such an amazing extravaganza. That's what it was to me. It was a whole extravaganza, child. But moving on, because you just like that Holly girl down yonder in Chicago, Illinois. Moving on, child. Miss Denise, the YouTube street, I mean, the Facebook streets has been blowing up with this Holly and Carlos situation, honey. When I tell y'all, and this is what took me back to the VJax, cold hearted, standing up there like you hadn't did nothing to nobody. Girl, my spirit is still disturbed by that. I said, how can you do something like that to somebody and stand there like you have not did one thing? Man, that blew
Hmm.
me away.
And then when you showed up, because
Can you
then
hear
when
me?
you then yeah, can you hear me? Then
Yeah.
when you showed up because you was summoned, you did your own live and a certain person came over and pulled you over there. So when you get up on the panel to defend yourself because everybody was attacking you, and when you got up to defend yourself, because even you told me don't even come up, don't say nothing because they was gonna turn on you, which they was waiting. And I just left it be, but I was sitting in the bushes and I watched it. When you tried to defend yourself, when you started really bringing out receipts on them, she instantly jumped down and disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
And then as
She
soon
left.
as you left, then she popped back up. If that
She said
wasn't
her
a
blood
clear
pressure.
sign,
She said her
yeah,
pressure. The pressure. Girl, you ain't worry about my pressure. I done lost my whole life December the 14th. And that lady was battling for her life too. You didn't care nothing about our life, you selfish ass.
I was in the
You gonna
hospital
keep right on
behind that
fooling
mess.
with people. Everybody ain't gonna be playing with you, honey. Let me tell you. You know, after we losing lives on YouTube channel, I thought she would have learned the lesson. Leave people alone. Stop. She did. Look at little Holly up here. This is little Holly, y'all. Holly did have court on December the 23rd, child. Look at her, poor baby. Following in behind, she was a follower and not a leader. This is what happened. I see y'all was up over here. Thank y'all for coming over here giving me views. I see the numbers are dropping. Y'all don't have to go back and carry anything. I'm here. She can hit the replay. Anybody can hit the replay. It's my story, my live, my channel. So I get to talk about it when I get ready because she didn't care nothing about me. Anyway, this is little Holly, y'all. She had court. She thought she was gonna go home on the 23rd, child. Where she at, Miss Denise? Cook County?
Yeah, she's in Cook County.
Miss Little Holly's still over there in Cook County, child.
And let me say this. I want to say this part here. I'm glad you was able to talk about it. And I know Holly supporters and stuff about to pop up over here because they in the bushes. But y'all have to be real dirty and real rotten, especially the auntie here. Y'all have to be real dirty and rotten to go after a baby when the whole world pushed in to help this
Mm-hmm.
baby because your niece decided I'm for my man, for my man, for my man, and took that baby away. And then the first thing y'all hollered was, "What about Carson? What about her? I'm right here."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for that
You
one. Go
know,
ahead.
let me say this too. You know, when people do stuff in when a person does something, it does not only affect that person, it will affect everybody in their life, their family, immediate family, and all of that. Even with V Jackson on the YouTube, y'all know good well her family don't know she on YouTube creating chaos like that. They just don't know. But if something bad will pop off, then they find out she was the creator of all that bull mess going on YouTube. Girl, go sit down. Go sit down. Look at Holly. She's younger than you is, but maybe you can learn a lesson from Holly. Stop playing with people. This mess is serious. People are losing their lives and stuff behind craziness. Look at her. Her whole life is gone, y'all. Gone. This is Holly sitting out here with her lawyer. And look at all the people in pink behind little Holly. She still ain't got no care in the world. She's still unconcerned about what she did, child. This just been the 8th of this month made a good 3 months that this happened. Look at her, y'all. She's still sitting there. She's still sitting there. I don't feel sorry for her. I don't feel sorry for nobody that create problems and stuff in their life. Look at this here monkey right there. Look at his lips. Look at that son of a. You know what? He just is that fist is broken, broke. Boy, oh child, it's a shame. Shout out to ROMECA's family. Prayers up for them. I do understand that the little boy Amir had an amazing Christmas. Um, so shout out to all the people that pulled together and make sure he had an amazing Christmas. It is so sad, y'all. No parent wants to bury their
Their child.
child. They do
And then
not.
it was a wonderful Christmas. That they had two 18-wheelers of toys and clothing and money for the mom and everything. I understand that. But even then, for y'all to attack a 7-year-old baby and her grandmother is diabolical. Here's my thing.
Mhm.
I want people to understand. And some people might hate me on a certain thing because I'm always gonna be Team Ramika. I feel sorry for the children, not for Holly. I
Mhm.
never would feel
Mhm.
sorry for Holly because Holly had a decision and she went past that decision. But I do feel what the sister was saying when she was screaming outside of the courtroom when he decided to go up there and attack, and he ended up getting his butt whooped. So what you do is, like that girl said, you took my sister's life, and then you ruined this girl's life. And
Mhm.
I feel sorry for Miss Holly Mama because Miss Holly Mama sat there throughout that whole chaos. She didn't look at neither party. She looked straight ahead. She let them say
Mhm.
what they had to say, and she left and she went on. She's not into entertaining none of this mess because she has to watch over for her grandson at the same time. So it's still like, lady, look, baby, you did all this for this man, and he's still not saying that he love you on live. He's still not claiming you. So now your
Mhm.
life, you about to spend life in prison without your children.
Mhm.
For
But Miss
what?
Denise, I've been trying to catch this. I can't understand it. I've been trying to make sense out of it. I've been watching the videos. I've been trying to make sense out of it. How did she pow her in the face? Do
She
anybody know?
She pawed her in the face when she got out of Carlos had her in a headlock. When she wiggled and then he released, she wiggled her away from the headlock. He grabs her around the waist as she's trying to squirm from ways. Now Carlos tells her, hey, she got a GUN, she gonna pow you. And she did. She was out of his arm for a couple of seconds and ran up in the girl. The first thing she did was shot her in the face. And then when she dropped to the floor, you hit her in her leg, and then you hit her again. But
Mm,
like I said, now this is what we looking at, which is what I believe the first witness said. Holly did hit her in the face, but them other ones came from Carlos. I'm gonna stand on that one. And when they said in the courtroom that the judge granted a DNA, they
mm,
granted it. He act the fool. And that's what he
mm.
decided to attack the sister, and the brothers jumped in. So what's the problem, Carlos? Why you don't want them to do a DNA testing? Because it's gonna come out that you was the one that fired on that. I'm sorry, that you ping on that girl out on
But
them
I tell
last
you
two
this:
rounds.
if you dealing with a narcissist whom we don't know, that's what it is when we first meet them because they're hiding. If you're dealing with a narcissist and you see um, weird behavior on the DL level, and they feel like you're getting ready to confront them or something, child, this is what it will lead to. They will take your ass out and won't think twice about it.
And
And
that's
now
what
he wants
happened.
that little boy. I don't feel safe. My opinion only. Everything is alleged in my opinion, y'all. I don't feel safe. Is he should the little boy I don't even want him to
Oh,
see
hold on,
that
sis.
daddy right
Sis,
now. That little boy
hold,
needs to try to heal.
hold on, sis. It ain't just Amir he going after. He's trying to go after Carson too, and he can't get neither one of the kids.
Well, all them daggone 5 felony charges. Really?
Yeah, he want both of them. And if I was, and I'm gonna say this to Holly people that's listening, okay? If I was y'all, why y'all trying to fight Ramika's family and jump into some mess that ain't got nothing really to do with y'all? Focus on your cousin, your sister, your niece, whatever she is to y'all. Protect her son, because if he gets his hand on that little baby, he gonna swindle and persuade him and change the story. Keep in mind, y'all, these are young men, young little boys. If a narc get a hold of them, they gonna be narcs too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Block
Mm-hmm.
that mess. Block it. He don't deserve those kids. Leave
I
those
am
babies
so
alone.
scared. I am so scared. It is so sad, y'all. It was just so sad. All that stuff on Facebook that her family them got to look at. They can't even really get on Facebook or whatever and enjoy. It's just everywhere. And Mr. Needs Los said he didn't expect that we're gonna get this big. He's
Right?
mad.
Right? Because he said he didn't what was supposed to have happened, because he plotted this. And if y'all pay attention to when he make his little comments, he's confessing without knowing that he's confessing. He's
Mm-hmm.
planted this. He set those people out there. They planted this. That's why it's about to be a RICO, because they're finding out there's more people involved. It took all of
Mm.
y'all to come for this girl, and they was planted out there way before she got there. So they all knew what to do. They was all planted out there. That day was picked for her specifically. But if you pay attention to what he said, he was like, "Oh, so they loved her." I didn't expect that. He planned for her to. They did not plan for it to go viral. They planned to do what they did, video it so it can make her look like a fool. But when it
Mm-hmm.
went viral and it got a hold of the right content, when the people was doing it right, it was happening. They was like, "Oh heck no!" I was one of them. We was like, "Oh heck no! You're not gonna do this." And then on top of that is on the video, y'all tried to move her body. Y'all tried to move her, and then we listening to you giving the wrong address so she couldn't
Mm.
get aid. Okay, and you took her phone off her person. You took the phone. Come on. So
Mm.
if that wasn't playing, I don't know where. But then you tell when that other lady got on his panel and went off on him and he blocked her, like she said, "Where's the love? You didn't let nobody render aid for this girl, but you claim you
Nope.
loved her. No, he don't.
He
You
was
can't make
standing
me
over
believe that.
her. This is my opinion only. He was standing over her as to say, bleed out, bitch. Die.
Basically,
Do this over again. That's how I perceived him. That when I saw him, he was just no, he didn't try to help save her life at all. How is he gonna explain this to his son one day? That
hello.
little boy gonna have questions.
Yep. You can't explain it. You can't explain how you can't explain it how you take this child's mother away from him. There's no explaining that. You really can't. But to tell the truth, but let him tell it. What he told the people at the DCF office, they're making it's all lies. They're making it out to me to be the bad person, and it's all lies. That's what he's saying. He said
He
we
went in
lying
there
on
for
him.
attention. Why he recording that? He was wanting some attention.
And when he went to the courtroom, he wanted attention. Who go in there dressed like Nino Brown from New Jack City? He one they want to smoke.
My thoughts always say he was like Nino.
He roped himself up in there like Nino Brown, and him and his little scary friend. Well, when then he gonna sit there and say, I promise y'all, hold on. That they let me be clear. That fool got beat up by a little 18-year-old boy. One that he was the only
Lord,
one
when
that
I
was. He
tell
was an
y'all that little joker,
18-year-old boy.
he
Beat
was
the
swinging
piss
on
out
him.
of. And then he gets on his live and say he got hit. He was 25 people. No, it wasn't. You got hit by one person that made you feel like 25 hit you. That was a baby that popped you. You
Yeah.
shouldn't approach his sister. He just lost a sister. And then you ran up on his sister. Out of all the brothers out there, you run up on that sister. You didn't even
Yeah.
run up on the brothers. Out of all the brothers that you want to call a B, you run up on the lit one. And the lit one did what he did.
He was going too fast for him, child. Pow, 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 pow. Child, he looked like he been in the gym. I said, wait, what? And yes, child, them gym brothers, child. Y'all better watch out for them. All them lemon muscles, honey. Ooh, wait, child. Mm-mm. Child, this is a whole hot mess. I just cannot understand for the life of me why he is still walking around. I don't get that part. I'm confused. Why they ain't picked them up? When they gonna pick him up?
Well, they work. Y'all know how they work. Y'all know how the DA is. The judge want them picked up right now as well. But y'all gotta let them work their case. Let them work their case. You gotta let them work their case. When they work that case is gonna be good and work. Because you gotta let justice wheels spin slow. But it's coming. It's coming. Because if everybody don't be careful, and even with the DA and them, all of them, they gotta be careful with this case because this is nationwide. It's international now. It ain't just in the locals. And they got Chicago looking bad, which they always have been bad. And Miss Fox they need to get rid of her because there ain't no way in hell you got this much corruption while you so busy running behind R. Kelly and you got mess like this going on. Girl, get somewhere. Get somewhere.
Child, they say he choked her so hard, allegedly, it messed up her thyroid. What?
Mm, mm.
Man, this dude was mean and
But
evil.
see, they
But
they,
I'm
they
telling
all
y'all this right here, that first black guy that mofo would have gave me. That been his last time putting his hands on him. And it's so hard, y'all, to try to get our loved ones away from people that's in these abusive situations. It goes back to Mel. Remember when Mel talked about everybody is not able to have bodyguards and all of that? It could have been her, me, you, any of us. It's crazy. For what? Because of a lifestyle that you wanted to do in the dark? Don't you know whatever's done in the dark comes to the light, partner? Don't you know that? Everybody's affected. Everybody's hurting. Mm, that little boy, I hope they keep him in therapy, y'all. His mom, I hope that all the family go to therapy. Child, could you have imagined if you was just riding on that highway that particular morning and you just so happen to come across your loved one out there like that? Girl, I would have blanked out and lost my whole entire mind. She ain't had nobody out there with her. They knew that. I always said they playing this mess, man. This ain't something that just happened. Mm-mm. Shame on you. You shouldn't be out there playing for the other team. You don't want nobody to know about it. And then you playing with people's feelings and their emotions and stuff too. Just didn't care. Playing one against the other. Child, let me tell y'all this. There was a situation like this in the Carolinas. Um, but it was not another female involved. It was the guy doing the street life, and the young girl was trying to get away from him. He rode in her apartment complex and caught her through the window. He caught her. She's no longer here as well. Young girl, way back then. But I tell y'all this: when that guy got uh, in prison, they was waiting on him. When I tell y'all they used an industrial broom on him, child, they like to tore all his insides out. Mm, 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 mm. Child, he was in a mess. They didn't even think that dude was gonna ever be able to walk again. So somebody gonna be waiting on you. Somebody gonna get you.
Yep, and he had so much hate for this girl. Everybody said that he was so jealous. Y'all got to be careful of the men we date because when you get a
Mm-hmm.
man that's jealous of your job, jealous of how you dress, jealous of how you look, jealous because you have social media. When people you socialize more than he does. Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. You got to watch that.
And you know, she was in school trying to better herself, probably trying to relocate and all of that stuff. Jealousy, envy, and hatred. Y'all better cut that mess out. We're gonna take you straight to hell. Y'all ain't trying to spend eternity in hell, child. Mm-mm. If I don't like you, we ain't getting along. I don't fool with you. It is what it is. I ain't gonna bother you. You don't bother me. You go your way, I go my way, and it is what it is. I mean, all of this unaliving and hurting people for what? But Mr. Niece, he still don't show no remorse. Even
Mm-mm. He
when he
feel
got
like
beat up the other day.
he felt like he didn't do anything wrong. He got on live and told everybody on live, "This is how ROMECA people is." No, Carlos, this is how you are. You just like you antagonized ROMECA and then turned the cameras on when she went off. You did the same thing to her family and tried to spin it. But just so happened it was a whole bunch of content creators in the courtroom and on the outside when you pulled what you pulled. So he good as God. So you can't lie about this time.
Yeah. I was like, this is bad. This is just real bad. It's just bad all the way around the board. They saying it could go on for a long time. I hope it don't go on for a long time. Do you think she's gonna take a plea, Miss Denise?
No, she's not taking a plea.
You don't think so? To save herself, cause they can't talk to each other. They don't know who said what at this point. Child, my thoughts say that man is not thinking about Holly. He is for his man, allegedly. Child, if she don't know that by now, she will. But they said that she was down for that there kind of stuff, child. Ooh, child. Mm-mm. Miss Faith says Carlo and Holly need to be ooh, child, not the underword, child. Ooh, when they playing this, they didn't put nobody in consideration. No kids, they families, nobody. And why come nobody in his immediate family other than David ain't came out? David ain't his immediate family. David, we know who you are. Why, David? Child, this is just too much. Mm. And her sisters was crying so sad. But over there on Facebook, her sisters did say that they was outside. They getting out. It's hard. They trying to have a normal life again, but that part is so hard. Child, I be breaking down, crying all the time. I don't know if I would be ready, but to each his own. Everybody grieves differently or whatever. But shout out to them for trying to get out and enjoy the holiday and enjoy, this new normal, child, the new normal that was so unnecessary. It was not even called for. Y'all didn't have to do that. Two against one. And then little Holly, you sitting over there on that there hood of that car, like you there texting me. Who you were texting? I talking to? Girl, she didn't even care one way or the other. She didn't care. She like it is what it is. My thoughts says Bush Campus, thank you for joining the live. You can become a member of the channel and still lounge in the bushes. Thank you, my thoughts. She said, chat, remember to be careful with your comments. Say what you want, but don't cross YouTube guidelines. Please and thank you. Thank you for that. Appreciate you so much. But yes, y'all, this is a worldwide story, y'all. It's very sad. My heart goes out to the whole entire family. They do have a PO box that's anybody that wants to try to help and support little Amir, child. He is so handsome and so cute, child. My heart just breaks when I see that little boy, child.
And let me make this clear because some people got something misconstrued. Miss Tina ain't asking. The family didn't ask this. They didn't ask nobody to do stuff, and because like they said, they don't want people to think like, oh, we can't take care of the baby, blah blah blah, because that's they're trying to spread the narrative. So he think he can go to the DCF and say, oh, well, they can't support him. That's not even an issue. Everybody around the world had kept calling this lady, kept asking the family, hey, we want to help. This is what we want to do. So if you want to do it from the kindness of your heart, go right ahead. And they're getting so much love and support because they're trying to spin a narrative that, oh, she can't support him, she can't take care of him. That baby is loved and being supported by a lot of family, but the world done fell in love with him. Amir is our baby. Amir,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna make sure that he stays safe because right now, evil people is trying to get for this little baby because they all in a cahoots with Holly and Carlos. And it's
Mm.
sad. So if you want to help Miss Tina, they're not gonna say no because they know it's for Amir and everybody. We want that. They want that. But the little baby is being guarded heavily and he's being protected, which I don't blame him. She's in mama bear mode right now, and she have to protect that baby.
Miss Denise, I could never
Oh, there
have
she go.
X on my mind after something like that done happen. I could never. My body wouldn't be able to function for
Mm-mm,
that. What the
mm-mm.
hell?
She just evil. Cause I could never, ever mess with a man like Carlos. Never.
Oh my
Oh, and
God.
speaking about that video, she's literally her lawyers are trying to get the judge to drop two things that they took place in that courtroom. They're trying to get the judge to drop the video because they want to sue somebody to block the video or something because she claimed that she didn't give authorization. And he was like, did you, the judge was like, did you or did you not record that and posted it yourself? And she said, yeah, okay, that was on you. You posted that video. And everybody just so happened screenshot it or screen video her thing. So she's mad about it. And then number two, she's trying to get it the HIPAA law. She's claiming that
Mm-hmm.
people HIPAA law, but it was like, how can it's a HIPAA law when you and your lawyer came out and said that? Didn't nobody tell your business? Y'all told y'all business.
Mm.
I'm just saying.
Child, and them police officers were like flashlight cops, child. That little black lady over there on that Facebook, child, she looking around like, who, what, when, where, wait, who, what? Child, I said, Lord, look at this right here in action, child. What the hell? Not
Uh,
only do Los have her blood on his hand, he literally had her blood on his hand. This fool,
she,
I ain't gonna say he
yes, he
crazy.
did. Yes, he
Mm.
did. Yes, he did. That's why they want the DNA. Pay attention. Pay attention to distraction. That's why they wants the DNA because they want to confirm something. The motive here is Holly, and I get what they're saying because this is to benefit Holly. Holly wasn't the only one that had blood on their hands that had something to do with that. So that's what they're trying to implicate. And he's mad because it's going to showcase something, which is going to tell the story of what one of the witnesses said before. You did this to her, you pop out her, and then she turns around and she did it. So again, I believe that man. I believe he really did pow that girl and then pass the
Mm.
gun. Yeah, I think Holly hit her first, and then he was the one that hit the thigh in her bottom area. He did that.
Mm. That is
He,
overkill.
yeah,
Hatred. You got Satan living inside of your whole daggone body, fool. How do you get like that? How do you let Satan in your life and destroy? Oh my God, child. Mm-mm. Child, y'all better watch who you lay down with, who you taking a little taste of nap and get a little Peter Weeder Whacker from, child. These folks out here is crazy. Mm, 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 mm. Child, this is just too much. It's just too much. I'm so glad that it's got so much attention. People, please continue to talk about the story. Keep Holly's. Don't let this die. Not Holly. Yeah, Holly, you over there in prison. We don't want you out, baby. You stay right there. You're there lining all this here stuff up, license to kill and all that there kind of bullshit that you was talking about. You need to sit right there, shit. You, child, them folk gonna get you too. You gonna have that baby one day, allegedly. Now you know you gonna have the baby. You will have the baby, and child, it might be on and popping from there. You might get beat up every day up in that place. Allegedly, I don't know.
right now because the case is so hot and it's nation is actual international. She's not in general population. She's not in general
Mm-hmm.
population because they're trying to protect her because there's people on the inside want her too. So yeah, she's away from general population.
Mm.
She's like an infirmary somewhere area. That's where they got her at.
Mm.
Mental part of it. Because now she's claiming mental health and all that other stuff. I claim it too. I would.
Got
I
mental
claim it too.
illness now.
Yeah, she got it now.
She should have had that before she got herself in this trouble, child. Ain't no man worth that right there, child. I mean, if that's what you want to be, that's what you want to be. Just leave me alone. But you know what? I don't even think she would have been ever. He wasn't gonna never allow her to get away from him. This is a narc. They don't let you do that. All they want you to do is walk around on some damn eggshell and treat you like crap. and send their monkeys out for you. Scandalize your name. They do all of that. Mm. You know, we're quickly approaching 2026. Prayers up to the family, y'all. That's all I can really say. Prayers up to the family. I pray that God give them the strength that they need. They got to be going in and out of court for this stuff. That's what I mean. Everybody' life changes because y'all out there making these crazy moves and doing all this foolish stuff that you didn't even have to be out there doing. Why is y'all out there that time in the morning? And the girl taking the baby to school. Messing with them folk. But you know what, Miss Denise? Somebody like him, he wants to be taken out of his misery as well. He don't like himself. He wants somebody to just put him out of his misery. That's all he wants.
Well, I wonder what's gonna happen to the other lady, the clear girl, who's pregnant with his baby right now. That's due at any time.
Holly's got to be feeling some type of way. Do this not remind you of the cold slow for real? It's
Which
actually
are
could have
oops
been cold
babies.
slow. I wonder what she think about this story.
Hey Cole, well I don't know. Let's ask her right quick. Hey Colbert, are you watching? Because I know you watching. How you feel? How stupid do you feel right now, Colbert? Because Martell is the same way. He ain't finna leave you and nothing like that. Y'all think y'all flexing, but you're not. So Colbert, how you feel that your baby daddy still don't want to marry you after 12 years? And he been divorced from Mel for how long? 5?
Yeah, but
Okay.
he's a
How they
gym
feel?
dude as well. He's a muscle gym dude as well. He really is. So look, coleslaw, this could have been you, honey. It really could have been you. Child, shout out to the people, child. Whew. Shout out to all the people that's continuing to keep this story going. Don't take your foot off these people's neck. Talk about it whenever you can. Just talk about it, y'all. Don't let it get cold because that's what they wanted, y'all. He really didn't think that nobody was going to talk about it. He just thought, we out here, we're going to do what we do. It is what it is. But it didn't work out there. Look at God. You better go big God. I tell you, child. He's an on-time God, y'all. They thought they were going to get away. They really did. He said, can't do that. No. But child, I'm about to get up off of here. Thank you, Miss Denise. To my amazing moms, thank y'all for coming through. I
You
appreciate y'all
welcome.
so
Hi.
much. Shout out to Romeca's family. Sending love and prayers to them. May God give them the strength that they need throughout this whole entire process. Shout out to all the CCs that's taking time to cover, talk about, put her name out there, um, showing the family love. Shout out to all of those people as well. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for joining the live. Please make sure you share this video. Please share, like, and subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate y'all so much. Until the next time, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye.